Today, we will be drawing with the grid. I'll be using a Sharpie marker for my example so you can see the lines. You will be using a regular pencil. We're going to measure from the start of the ruler. Depending on the brand, that may not be the end of the ruler, but it's where that first line starts. So I'm going to line the start of the ruler up with the start of my paper. And I'm going to be making a mark on every inch. That's the largest numbers moving across the bottom of the ruler. So a little mark at 1 inch, 2, 3, and so on until I reach the end of the photograph. Once I've made those little tick marks, I'm going to slide my ruler down the page. Notice I'm not flipping the image over or flipping the ruler around, just sliding it down the page. And I'm going to do the exact same thing, a little tick mark at each of the inch lines. Next, now that I've measured twice, I'm going to line my ruler up, make sure it's cork side down. The cork helps keep your ruler from sliding around while you're drawing the line. I'm going to line it up with both the little marks I made and carefully draw a nice straight line. Again, I'm going to repeat this going down the page. So for a minute, it looks like Ruby Tuesday's in jail. Oh no! All right, now I'm going to make those tick marks down the side, slide the ruler over, down the side, and connect. So we have a grid. Since my photograph is 8 by 10 inches, that means I should have 80 boxes. 10 boxes across the top and 8 going down the side. And to help you figure out where you are, you're going to add numbers across the top and letters coming down the side. All right, now I'm going to be doing the exact same thing on my drawing paper. Make sure to put your name and class period on the back. Again, measuring twice, drawing once. Super, super light lines, guys. Don't push hard with your pencil. You're going to end up erasing these lines. And if you push really hard, they show back up when you begin to shade. Again, I'm drawing mine a little on the dark side just so you can see it in this video. And number and letter. Now that I have both of them, I'm going to use this grid. So my eyeball is on that 4-5 line and in the E block. It's just like Battleship over on my drawing paper. I'm going to find that E block in the 4-5 line and start drawing in where her eye goes. So a grid is really useful for figuring out where all these contour lines are going. Her little eyebrow kind of hits that BC line, and I can look at the negative space. How high up into the space does her eyebrow come? How about that dark line coming off the back of her eye? How far into that 5 block does it go? So just carefully take your time, use the grid to help you. I'm kind of using my finger on my left hand to help me place where the line is going to go. Really using that grid to help guide these decisions. And luckily for me, a lot of her features just tend to line up with these grid lines pretty nicely. All right, coming down, making that collar is almost completely in the 10 column. And the bottom of her chin really lines up beautifully with that bottommost grid line. I'm going to come around, draw that snout. Again, notice I'm not doing any shading. I'm only adding contour lines and any other subtle lines that I think will be helpful as I go back and shade. You are going to be doing this project in charcoal and won't see any of this pencil drawing. And a couple more details. All right, and now I'm going to come back with my eraser and carefully erase the entire grid so that all I have left is the contour drawing. Aren't you glad you drew those lines light? So much easier to erase. Again, you can use your kneaded eraser or a regular white rubber eraser, whatever's easier for you. And I'm going to come back in and just touch up a couple of spots I got a little too excited about erasing. But there you have it, a nice clean contour drawing based off a grid.